Hey everybody, welcome back to my Poshmark studio. My name is Janine Golia and I'm a full-time reseller on the platform Poshmark, and now I'm also branching out onto eBay and Mercari. I just wanted to take some time to reconvene with you guys if you've already started watching my channel, to go over something I think is really important as a reseller and as an entrepreneur in general. 5 things you can do to get motivated when you feel uninspired. So 5 things you can do to get motivated when you feel uninspired or burnt out. So first, before I start, I wanted to say, if you like the content that you're seeing, now I'm still kind of new to the whole YouTube thing, so there's like quite a learning curve as far as like editing, and basically I do everything myself. So I'm learning. So just put up with me for a while until I get my sea legs, and I promise you my videos will get better, including sound. And I also wanted to give a shout out to OCTAVIA at Gleason_closet. The reason why I am doing this video is because the video I watched of yours yesterday motivated me to make it. And I just want to say thank you so much. I loved your video, I love the content, and I love that question that you posed at the end. So I hope that this lends a little bit to inspire you and to reignite that fire that you have in you if it's gone low. Yeah, so girl, stay blessed. So number 1, when you're feeling kind of low, like the embers are just starting to fizzle out, and this is going to be very counterintuitive, and take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to take it if you feel like that's not right for you. Don't do it, and that's going to be true of all of these videos. Like, if you feel like that's not you, then please don't do it. You have to go with what your gut is telling you. Number 1, do not resist a desire to just chill. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Do not resist the desire to just chill. I know that sounds really, really counterintuitive, and right away, like, that kind of sends alarm bells inside of you, like, but what if I don't ever get back up off the couch and do the thing that I want to do, that I've been wanting to do for so long? And I'm here to tell you, one of the big things that you can do as a favor for yourself is giving in to that feeling of like, I need to surrender the day. I just don't feel motivated. I feel like I'm running on fumes. I am not inspired, because you are going to waste time and energy forcing yourself to do those things, and you're not gonna enjoy it. And the whole reason you've become an entrepreneur, I'm guessing, is because you wanted to do something with your life that you were gonna enjoy, that you could live your own way, do your own way, make your own time for. Yes? Okay, so go ahead and give yourself the permission that day to just chill. I know that's hard. Believe me, I know that's hard. But you could do it to any extent that you want. So for me, what I like to do is sometimes in the morning where I feel like, oh, I have this, like for instance today, I had this plan. I was gonna either start my inventory, because I still haven't done that. I haven't done my inventory yet, or I was going to take some photographs and list. But I was sitting on the couch for a while this morning, and I'm like, I was not feeling it. I was just not feeling it. And what I did was, because I was in this like limbo of feeling like, should I just sit on the couch and watch YouTube videos, or should I like actually get up, put some makeup on, and see where I'm at after that? So what I did was I chilled for a while. I shared my closet. I did some research and development, looking at some YouTube videos. And then I was motivated enough to go upstairs and, again, put my makeup on. And as soon as I put my makeup on, I felt like, okay, I'm in a place now where I could actually start moving and doing. So sometimes all it takes is for you to give yourself that permission to sit down, chill. It could be a whole day, it could be a few hours, but do try and remove that pressure that you put on yourself. The second that you give yourself the permission to just marinate, as my friend Joe would say, marinate, let it incubate. Like when you give yourself the permission to just sit, you will find that you will get that motivation to do those things much, much quicker, instead of like forcing yourself into doing whatever it is your mind's rattling off. So that's one. Do not resist the desire to just chill. Whenever there's a great deal of resistance towards doing something or acting, pay attention to it. Really try and listen to that inner voice. It's there for a reason, and it will not mislead you. Okay, so that's 1. 2, and this one I just started practicing more. I am 3 months into my full-time reseller journey, so I'm still getting my sea legs doing reselling full-time. And with that, there again is a learning curve of how to schedule my time here at home, because I have a life outside of reselling, and I have a husband, I have a dog and a cat, I have, family, I have like most other people, like you have other things going on. So you cannot allow your passion for your business take you to a place where all you're doing is thinking about that, and all you're doing is scheduling no days to do the other things. So that means self-care, that means cleaning the house, that means spending time with your husband or significant other, that means all of those things. The same way that you would schedule for yourself a block of time to do your Poshmark thing or your Mercari thing or whatever it is, you really need to take the consideration and take that self-love to schedule days off from that. And I know, again, that's scary. And when you start feeling like you can't trust yourself to restart and get that movement, momentum going again, one of the things that I do as a meditator and as someone who really believes in affirmations, and I did this at work at TJ Maxx once, and people looked at me like I was crazy. This is what you have to do. And I hope you'll do it with me. You can even do it with me if you feel so bold, if you feel so inclined as well. Take your right hand, put it on your heart, take a deep breath, and you say to yourself, I love myself, I trust myself, I forgive myself. Basically you're saying all of these affirmations, but I think the 2 most important, and actually no, the 3 of those are perfect. I love myself, I trust myself, I forgive myself, I honor myself. You may not believe it, you may feel really silly doing that, but you are retraining your brain to think and feel in this way. So you're sending a message to this new improved part of your brain, and it feels very foreign, and so you're going to feel very silly, or you're going to feel like you don't believe what you're saying. That's what affirmations are. Basically, you're forging a new route in your neurological system. So train your brain, train your body, train your mind, train your soul to feel you honor yourself, you trust yourself to get back up and start doing the thing that you want to do so passionately, because that's what you're meant for. That's why God put you here, or universe, or whatever you want to call it, the forces that be. Okay, so let's see, that was 1, and we'll schedule. Okay, so we were on to schedule self-care days and home care days. So yeah, just basically covering all of that, doing your cleaning, doing your shopping, doing just maybe sitting on the couch and Netflix and chill, hang out with your significant other, make time to go see your girlfriends and go get something to eat. I mean, whatever it is that you like to do that's not business related, do that. And you will feel so much more refreshed when you come back to your business and just trust me, you're going to get so much more done by taking that time for yourself. Number 3, you can schedule days for R&D. R&D meaning research and development. So that what that means is if let's say you're not feeling particularly motivated to like list or like take pictures that day, you can sit on the couch and grab your pen and paper and go to YouTube and start doing your research and development, because that's a huge part of your business. You maybe don't have an exact business model planned, so go to like some of these YouTubers are amazing, and there's one girl in particular that I really like to watch as far as like making business models and like all the different kinds of structures. Her name on YouTube is MOGI BETH, and I think it's the same on Poshmark. I will link her down below. She is an unbelievable person and resource for research and development as far as like reselling. So yeah, take the time to do your research and development. And what I like to do is like on those days where I don't feel like I want to list, I will sit on the couch like almost all day long. I mean, my ass sometimes gets sore and I'll get up and do dishes or something. But I will sit on the couch, share my closet like 3 times that day. And while I'm sharing my closet, I am watching YouTube videos on research and development, and also like branding. Like it doesn't even have to be within the parameters of, like reseller stuff. It could just be that there's like maybe like Anthropology. I really like their visual marketing scheme. I will go and I will go on my tablet and I'll start looking at different websites and looking and see what I like about them, what I don't like about them, like branding and all that stuff. That's all research and development, and that's all valid work. Even though you're not in your Poshmark studio photographing stuff or whatever, you're still sharing your closet. Maybe you're even taking some old listings and relisting, which has gotten much easier, and thank God. Thank you, Poshmark. Thank you, Manish, and everybody else at Poshmark for making it so much easier to copy and then relist. So yeah, you can do all of those things on those days where you're just feeling like you don't want to have to like get up, and maybe you're you don't want to struggle with your mannequin or whatever it is. You just want to sit and do your research and development. Okay, so on days when you're feeling like blah, but you still have 50% or more motivation to do a thing, like a task. And this kind of lends itself to the first thing I said. Sometimes all you need to do is like make a spark in yourself. Like sometimes you do need to give yourself just a teensy bit of oomph and motivate like yourself, as far as like if you're sitting on the couch like I was this morning and you weren't sure what the hell you were going to do because you didn't want to attack your inventory system or whatever it is. Go upstairs or wherever it is. Go to your room and fix your hair. Change your clothes. Do your makeup. Do some yoga. Go do the dishes. Do something physical, like a physical task that will get the domino effect going. Like once you're up and you're like, especially like if you're like me, once you put your makeup on, it really gives you this new sense of energy around you, and it takes all that like stale negative energy that you had sitting somewhere and it moves it and it sort of breaks it up, and then you're clear to do the other things. So I find that helps me when I'm in limbo of like, I don't really want to sit on the couch all day and do research and development and share my closet. I really do want to get started on some projects. So let me just get up, go put my makeup on, and then reconvene somewhere in the house and decide like what avenue I'm going to take. So that led me to my studio today to make this video for you, because I was not planning this video. So there you go. All right, so that was number 4. And number 5. This is a good one. I think this is a really good one. Number 5. Perfectionism will kill your motivation every single time. Yeah. Perfectionism is a killer of motivation and inspiration. Do not fall into the trap of perfectionism, because it is just that. It is a trap. And so much so that you won't even begin projects unless you feel like you're going to be able to execute it perfectly. And being an entrepreneur, by definition, I believe you have to fail over and over again in many different ways to have a successful entrepreneurship and a successful private business or personal business. You must be okay with things not being perfect. And that goes into every aspect, especially in my field, in the reselling community, because I mean, like, I would sometimes not list things because I didn't have like the exact right lighting, or I didn't feel like I was going to be able to photograph it right, or I was waiting for something to come in so that I could prop it up. Or you don't have to do any of that. You just slap that shit together and you get it out there. You photograph it and you get it out there. And then if you feel like that listing could use a little more work and tweaking, you go back. You tweak it. At least it's out there and people know, like, there's some eyes on it, you know, rather than just waiting and festering and building it up in your mind, the whole perfectionist, it's going to be perfect, it's going to be great, and then you never do it. You just never do it. So please don't let that perfectionism thing eat you alive, because it can and it will. And you just have to be okay with, like, falling flat on your face and making a fool out of yourself, you know? Okay, so that is it. And I have a question for you guys. What are some tips and tricks that you think are really good motivating tools for you? I mean, I would love to know what your opinion is, and like what are some of the things that you do. And yeah, so just leave me a comment down below and let me know. Link your closet. I'm so cool with that. Please go ahead, link your closet. And that's it for today. So there's your five tips for when you're feeling kind of unmotivated to get yourself motivated. All right, I love you guys so much. Please remember to hit like, subscribe, wherever it is. I think it's going to be there. Yeah, right there. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye.